Shazza and I are ready. We are prepared, focused, honed. Are you? Bright moons light our path, then. Speak to Shazza, and she will describe the trial before us.
We never really got to say thank you, Hallowed. You stood beside us at Ralka, saw our parents, saw our past. Thank you for your guidance and friendship. It means a great deal to us. But then, enough about the past. Kali has already laughed at my attempts to write down what happened. We have much more dangerous, immediate threats ahead of us. Kali has been chomping at the bit. She has grown tired of these Dro-m'Athra and hungers for bigger game. We hunt the Dark Mane, who has taken root deep within Moonmont. His legions have boiled up from below, killed most of the monks. And the beacons that mark the site as holy ground are grown dark. They fuel a ward lock upon the temple door. Take this prayer to the bright moons. We must go to the beacons, the large pillars around the temple. There we pray. We cleanse the beacons and drive away this darkness. Hallowed, I know together we can see this done. What do you say?
We'll meet you at the beacons. See you there, Hal.
The light of the moon will shine forth.
Hallowed, this one is glad you are here. This beacon has an intensity to its corruption. It is teeming with the energies of the Dro-m'Athra. Shazza must perform the purification. You are powerful, my friend. But Shazza has long experience dealing with the dark energies here. She must be the one to dispel them. Besides, the ritual will no doubt draw attention. You must protect Shazza as she works. They come for the beacon! More of them! Watch yourself! Thank you, Hallowed. I shall meet you at the temple entrance.
Bright moons guide your actions today, Hal.
Just wanted to be sure you were well protected. Go ahead, Hallowed. Better you than me, Hallowed. I've never been much for the spiritual. Nice work. See you at the temple door.
This one prepares herself to crack the ward. A moment, Hallowed, and she shall be ready.
With the beacons cleansed, this ward is just an annoyance. Shazza is preparing to crack it wide open. You've already done your part here, Hallowed. Let's just stand back and let her do her thing. Shazza, what happened?
That thing was stronger than it looked. I'll be fine. Let's get inside. Hallowed, we are here, within the walls of Moonmont. She's nervous, but also very excited. Look at these runes, and the scrollwork over the doorways. Oh, if we had more time, I'd take rubbings of some of the more involved inscriptions. Fascinating. Oh, yes, Hallowed. I've been reading tomes about Moonmont since I was a cub, and to see this place with my own eyes, it's... to be honest, it's easier to focus on the ancient knowledge around me than to think about tomorrow. We spoke for the first time last night about the main. About all the pressures that one of us will assume. She, of course, says I would be better at the job than she would. Says, my wisdom and intelligence are what our people need.
This place reeks of corruption. Hallowed, this temple is unclean. Kali is thrilled to be here, Hallowed. I've trained for this my whole life. Shazza and I were children when the monks first told us of Moonmont, of the Dro-m'Athra. Now, we are here, making history with you. Shazza and I spoke of it last night. We know that soon we will have to talk of the main. Who will be donning the headdress? Who will lead our people in the rituals? She thinks I should lead. Says my bravery would be an example. Ha! Yes! In ancient times it was huge, made of the braids of every Khajiit to worship the bright moons. The mane had to be carted around on a palanquin to make appearances. The modern headdress is much more manageable.
Try to keep up, Hallowed. Another barrier. Shazza can crack it. Dark. This one is even stronger than the one outside.
Moonmont should be the heart of lunar light in Weaver's March. Instead, we are surrounded by darkness.
I'm glad you and Shazza are around. Altars, lunar phases. It's a little beyond me. Just shout if something jumps out at you.
Tharn and the Dark Mane dare to tread on temple ground. Blasphemies against the Two Moons dance. And corruption crawls the walls in Moonmont's inner chamber. The Dark Mane's residue has twisted the altars to Masur and Secunda. It crawls from between the bricks, stretching and clinging to any ray of light. The darkness of the Dro-m'Athra reaches from where they dwell beyond, snuffing out all it touches. Ah, yes. Each of the three altars is normally aligned to one of the lunar phases. Simply refocus their light, throw back the darkness, and reclaim... that should allow you to pass through the door. In times of old, the carvings and adornments upon the walls would sing of the dance. Precious stones inlaid upon intricate plaques would speak to Masur and Secunda. Time has not been kind to these adornments, but still, they may speak to you. The altars are aligned, the darkness thrown back. Destroy the barrier, Shazza!
Let's see this done.
Right behind you, sister. Where is he?
I don't know. He should be in here.
You're mine now, champions!
Kali, watch out!
What?
Enough of this. I'll return to Tharn, and together we'll... No. Damn you, First Mane!
Hallowed, I can see the light of the dance reflected in your eyes. Joan and Jode smile down upon you now. They are with you at this difficult hour. You must choose. With you are two motes in the darkness. Kali and Shazza are the lunar champions, truly. One will go on to shine as brightly as Joan and Jode. The other will twist and rot and wither here in the corruption below Moonmont. You are the Moon Hallowed. It is your destiny to make this choice. One will live with you and walk the two moons' path. They will become the next Mane. The other will hold the Dark Mane in place here, and dwell forever in darkness. Rid-Thar will tell you what he can, but know that this choice is yours. You must choose with your heart and your mind and your soul. You say it truly. She will remain here a prisoner in darkness. Only through the strength of her heart, the wisdom of her mind, can the evil that is the Dark Mane be contained. You have seen for yourself, Moon Hallowed. The devastation at Fort Grimwatch. That is what is possible for a Dark Mane fully in control of their host. When the host and the darkness are one, the darkness is terrifying. The Dark Mane is a creature of darkness, a being from beyond the stars. The only way he could be truly destroyed is to face him in one of those places beyond. But here, now, one of the champions can hold him, make the world safe from his evil. No, Hallowed. This must be your decision. Speak to the champions if you need to. Hear what they have to say before you decide. This must be your decision, alone.
Hallowed, Shazza cannot contain this darkness. She does not have the strength. Choose me to take on this burden. Ask me any questions you need to. Let's get this whole thing over with. Father was ever speaking about the brilliance of Shazza's spellcasting. Once, she cast a spell, and the whole sky lit ablaze. They were so proud of her. I'm sure they'd want her to be Mane, to lead our people. I would lead with a firm hand and a brave heart, just as Mother taught me all those years ago. Yes, Hallowed, Shazza is brilliant and talented, but I do not think she can physically take the strain of holding this darkness within her. I have the strength and the will to take on this burden. Yes, Shazza is much better suited to lead our people. She has studied so long and so hard. She knows much of the bright moons and is much better at dealing with people. She should lead, and I should stay.
Hallowed, Kali is not prepared for what's required here. Choose me to contain the Dark Mane. Of course, Hallowed. I will answer any questions I can to make your decision easier. Mother was always so proud of Kali's blade work. She used to have her demonstrate for the other children. I'm sure they would want Kali to be the next main. She is far stronger, braver than I am. She's a better leader and a proud warrior. I would try to lead with wisdom, as the monks taught us, as I learned from my father. Absolutely. Kali would make a far better main. Her strength and resolve would serve her well. Shazza is well acquainted with the darkness of the Dro-m'Athra. She knows what must be done. I can do this. This is my responsibility. Take Kali and leave this place. Hallowed, she should be the next main. I am just a scribe who was born on a particular day at a particular time. I do not deserve to be main.
Hallowed, Shazza cannot contain this darkness. She does not have the strength. Choose me to take on this burden. Yes, Hallowed, Shazza is brilliant and talented, but I do not think she can physically take the strain of holding this darkness within her. I have the strength and the will to take on this burden. Yes, Shazza is much better suited to lead our people. She has studied so long and so hard. She knows much of the Bright Moons and is much better at dealing with people. She should lead, and I should stay.
Sister, please reconsider.
This is the way it must be. Sister, do not weep for me. This creature is now contained. Leave this place, sister.
Kali, why? Damn that Javadan to oblivion. I won't let her live like this, Hallowed. I won't. You and I are going to walk the path together. We'll destroy Tarn, and I will return with the most powerful sages in Tamriel. Together, we'll free my sister from this torment. Kali. Damn it. So strong, so forceful, so stupid when it comes to things like this. I suppose there is nothing else for it. We have to make for Dune. Walk the Two Moons path. It's been my destiny since I was a cub. I know that now. We walk the path, and I become the new main. Then we get my sister back. Go, my friend. Without the blessings of Joan and Jode, without the completion of the Path of the Main, Kali is doomed. We must go to Dune. Walk the path. I will meet you there.